Hey guys, and welcome back to Serious Sam Classics Revolution. It's been a few months since I've played this game, and since then things have changed a bit. They actually updated the game a couple times since my last video, and they changed some things for the better by actually making some of the spawners work. Like, some of the spawners that you may remember from previous levels just didn't work at all. They were just not attached to anything, and they would still count towards enemy kills, and it would just be impossible to get the max amount of shown kills in a level. And I don't really have an example of this because I haven't actually finished the level since then. Well, I've finished Sewers, and Sewers, it was actually previously impossible to beat the level with killing everyone because there were just two fish that never spawned or something like that. That was something about the level which didn't work properly, I think. And yeah, they fixed a whole bunch of stuff like that. And the downside of that is that my save file no longer works, because every time they patch the game, the save files stop working because the version is no longer compatible. And there's an option to make it work again, but if you turn that on, you can't shoot your guns, and that's kind of an important part of the game. So yeah, we're just gonna do custom level, which makes life a little bit more difficult because we no longer have our secret weapons that we got from the previous levels. We no longer have the same amount of ammo and stuff, or health, or whatever, because it just sort of resorts to default values instead. And default values are very low, and it's actually kind of unfortunate, but whatever. We're in the sewers. We dropped down here just like we did in the previous level. That's what we did. We jumped down a hole. We ended up here. Immediately we're greeted by fish, and probably the hardest boss in the game, which is this tiny ledge. This ledge is deceptively difficult to jump on top of, and I'm honestly not 100% sure why, but if you just sort of do, if you just hug it, if you just rub yourself against this wall forever, you're just gonna be stuck. But if you just jump slightly before it, you can actually just jump on just fine, which makes life a little bit more easy. But it's very easy to just get stuck on this, and I don't know why. I don't feel like that was ever a thing until now, but it is. And we're gonna go forward to these stairs. We could go further down inside the water. Also, we crouch there because otherwise you can't go under this beam that lowers the moment you go on that staircase, which spawns the enemies. But we could go down there. There is a secret health power-up down there, which we need to grab at some point, but there is an enemy that we will be facing later on, and with later on I mean pretty much now, who's actually really annoying when you're in the water. First we're gonna kill these dudes though, because we killed that guy and spawned those guys. But that particular dude over there, Mr. Red Dude, is kind of annoying to deal with when you're all the way down underwater. He can shoot you quite easily, and you can't really see him, which is a nuisance, so I don't want to deal with that, and instead we're just gonna kill this guy with a shotgun. Because now that we have default value weapons and ammo and whatnot, also it's a good thing that guy was not on fire. Now that we have those default values all set up and whatnot, we actually have to do ammo management again, which is kind of cool. I actually don't mind this because it means you gotta think a bit, at least. Because sewers, it's a fairly self-explanatory level. It's just a bunch of water, and occasionally there's a hallway. Sometimes there's a blue dude. Sometimes you gotta jump over some lasers, but for the most part, you just sort of shoot things and you go forward. There's one thing which is not immediately obvious, which we're going to get to in a second. First we're gonna pick this up, which spawns that dude very quietly, who's also on fire. But we managed to deal with him just fine. Picking up some more ammo over here, which naturally spawns more dudes. Actually, it's the health power that spawns them, but I'll let it slide for now. And go up some stairs, which spawns more dudes. Mainly you just want to stay away from stairs, but you can't really. There's not really an alternate path, but the stairs all spawn bad guys. I think every staircase in this level spawns bad guys, but this is the thing where it stops being entirely self-explanatory. There's a door there, and that door needs to be opened. And also there's armor over there. I'm gonna make an attempt to do this jump once. I'm gonna fail it because it's near enough impossible, but I'm going, okay, that was a good attempt. I didn't even jump. But there's some armor over there. You can jump on that ledge. It's secret armor as well, so we're gonna need to grab it eventually. I'm probably just gonna rocket jump there in a sec. But first we're gonna go all the way back to the start of the level and go down. Because now we killed all the enemies that can shoot us from above, we can actually just go in through this hallway and get ourselves some secret things. Also, the secret trigger is at the start of the hallway, like on this side. If you go in from the other side, then there's a chance you won't get the secret because you just don't go in far enough because there's no reason, there's nothing there. But it's actually pretty missable. But we picked that up. There's also this giant fish bastard over here. We'll deal with him later. For now, we're going to pick up this armor down here because it's secret armor. Because, sure, why not? And also, there's a button over here. And that button opens the door that we saw previously. You get a little cutscene. It definitely shows us opening the door for a long quantity of time. And now we're going to deal with that fish. That fish doesn't do anything. He's a friend fish. The friend fish doesn't want to deal with us any pain, no misery, just good times. And if you look at it from the right direction, there we go. We can shoot it with a rocket. Shooting it with a rocket, however, not the best. And in fact, probably want to use a laser gun against those guys. But I didn't, because I didn't feel like it. Also, two fish just sort of swam away immediately, which I'm not sure why. But they did. And now I don't know where they are. That's actually quite interesting. I've never actually seen them do that before, so I'm guessing they're over here? Maybe? Kinda? Actually, I don't know where they... What? We're missing two enemies. We're currently missing two enemies. They're rogue fish. I don't know where they... Actually, I'm wrong. I'm entirely wrong. Never mind. I'm not missing fish at all. I could have sworn I saw two fish just swim off immediately, but it's actually this thing. Picking up that particular armor power-up spawns two clear skeletons. He dies eventually, right? He probably drown. He probably will drown. He probably won't drown. I don't think he will drown. He's a skeleton. Skeletons don't need to breathe. Okay. We're done with those guys. We no longer need to worry about them. We opened the door. Everything's dead. We can move on. We got 55,000 points. We no longer have our cool high score from our video series, which is unfortunate, but I'm not going to redo everything. They also fixed that spawner, which lasted like 40-something hours or something to... I think it was 27 hours, wasn't it? 27 hours to spawn like a dude. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad they fixed that. Although it was exciting to wait that long. It was not exciting. I decided to rocket jump. I don't know what it is. I could have sworn this jump was makeable at some point in the past, and it probably is. I'm probably just bad, but I can't do it anymore. That jump's become too hard for an old man like me. So I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to kill that guy, spawn a health power-up, and then we're going to walk backwards. Unfortunately, that health power-up closes the door, but the fortunate part is we still have a Tommy gun with enough ammo. We have enough ammo. I was going to say plenty, but it doesn't really describe our ammo situation very well. We have enough ammo, and that's fine. We're going to go down some stairs, and that means enemies spawn behind us, because the staircase is evil. I don't know why every staircase has to have enemies attached to it, but it does. But it do. But it spawns them everywhere. Every little hole. Probably a marsh hopper in there, so we're just going to lob some grenades in there. Gonna wait for all these guys to just sort of jump out of their little hidey holes. Gonna see which ones actually make the jump. Sometimes they make the jump. Sometimes they kill themselves doing the jump, which is also an impressive one. But for the most part, none of them seem to have made it. So yeah, there you go. There's some clear skeletons down there. We can just knock some grenades down. No problem. Everything's fine. Why am I still hearing battle music? Because there's a dude there. Some of the marsh hoppers survived, I guess. It's fine. Just lob an extra grenade. We have plenty of grenades. We actually get our ammo back pretty quickly in this level. And ammo management, while I sort of kind of made a big deal out of it, it really isn't kind of a big deal at all. But we do take kind of a specific path through this area. There's still a marsh hopper alive, probably behind this little thing. Yeah, there he is. Look at him jumping, being stuck in a wall like it's nothing. But yeah, I am taking kind of a specific path to sort of lure enemies to me so I don't have to deal with those little holes. There's this guy over here who's like, what up? But no. And now we're going to go down a hole. This hole is hidden, but if you crouch, it's a lot more visible. But if you don't crouch, it's still quite visible, actually. It's a secret passage. You don't actually have to go all the way down this particular passage because the secret lies in just going through the passage. Also, the passage is missable. The secret is missable, interestingly enough. Like, you can go through the passage without seeing the message. You found a secret passage, so that's good. That's nice. It can happen. It's a secret that you can definitely miss. And after picking up everything down here, we step on the platform, go back up into the water. It sort of floats down here. There's just a little bubble, and I'm not really sure how it works, but Serious Sam is a mysterious game with a lot of alien technology, so there's probably some alien technology that is preventing that water from falling down. And I'm just going to go with it and move on. We're nearly at the end-ish, kind of. We still got like 2 hallways, and they're kind of scary hallways, but for the most part, it's 2 hallways. I'm gonna lob some grenades in that direction after killing the singular kamikaze that's in this level. Most of the kamikazes are just marsh hoppers, but got the occasional kamikaze here and there. We even got a purple dude. One, again, not many. Not sure why there's only one, but the Serious Sam creators probably have a better mind about where to put enemies than I do, because otherwise I would have been rich. Rich and famous, maybe even. But there's a single Reptiloid there. We dealt with them just fine. Just shoot some rockets. You can actually just lob some grenades off of the wall as well. Like, just shoot it against that wall. He'll always be there, so you can just shoot grenades into that wall and it'll bounce, like, off the wall into him, and you just shoot 4 grenades and he dies. No problem at all. Clear skeletons. You can already hear the arachnoid over yonder. We're gonna deal with them eventually. Slowly but surely we're gonna get through this hallway. We already have max shotgun ammo again because it's just a terrible weapon, but every now and then it's just weirdly satisfying to kill dude with it. We could easily have killed him with a knife. I use a shotgun because I like overkill. There's 2 arachnoids over there. 3 rockets in that direction, 3 rockets in that direction, and then 1 rocket that actually hits that guy. And we're good. Oh boy. And then there's dudes I forgot about. But it's okay. Health no longer, like, it's not really an issue. Nothing's an issue in this level. There's nothing difficult. There's just fish. And if you don't know how to deal with fish, you die. But if you just, like, go backwards whenever there's a fish in front of you, you're probably gonna be fine. That's literally the only difficult part. So you move forward, that lights up, it goes down. 3 enemies spawn. We wait a bit. 4 enemies spawn. But 1 spawns behind you. He's a jerk. And now we're gonna quick save, because there's 3 enemies down there, we need to kill them kind of specifically. So, I'm gonna shoot some grenades. Hopefully not at the middle one immediately. Once the middle one dies, there's some armor that spawns here. And you kinda gotta get in here before it closes, because otherwise you can't get the armor anymore. You need to be kinda quick fast. And if you're not quick fast, you're gonna be in for a bad time. But once you're in here, you can just press the button to go back out of here again. But a dude does spawn behind you once again. But we were ready for it, and we can just press the button one more time. It unpresses itself. I guess you pull the button. And it sends us to the final hallway of this level, which is more fish. Now, as long as you have a Tommy gun, or any gun that shoots, well, bullets or projectiles, or just shoots kind of quick, just shoot at them. And they die. And it's not very complicated, but it is, you gotta be at least a little careful. Just whenever you hear fish noise, just stop moving for a second. There's no real harm. There's not really many places where you can go up. Really, there's only 2. And again, as long as you just press the S button on your keyboard or whatever button you use to move backwards at all, then they're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna do anything at all. They're just fish. They just want to make little noises, occasionally use an electro attack. Just don't go into them. Because the moment you go into them, they can deal like somewhere between 1 damage and like a 200, I feel. It just feels like they can insta-kill you, no matter what quantity of health you have available at the time. But as long as you just don't get too close to them, whatever. Everything's fine. I'm gonna drown. Whatever. Don't need health. Health is irrelevant. We even have max armor going out. There's some other power-ups down there. I think there's some ammo power-ups that we could still pick up, like bullets and rockets and stuff, but I probably don't need it. It's probably gonna be fine. Metropolis is coming after this, and that's, I think, the level with the most enemies in the game. So we probably...
Looks like it leads to the surface.
Probably don't need ammo. Probably don't need ammo. Probably don't need ammo. But yeah, we did it. That was sewers. It's pretty small. I remember that last corridor being a lot more confusing when I played it the first time, but you just go forward. There is actually nothing else to it. And for some reason, back in the day, that was very, very hard. But we did it. We killed everyone. We got all secrets. It took 11 minutes, apparently. And that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time we play, we are going to Metropolis. And I need to remember to put my Quackware's skin back in the gang, because I forgot, and that's why it wasn't in the cutscene. But maybe next time. Maybe not. It depends how lazy I am. We'll see next time. Hope to see you guys at that point in time. Bye-bye.